Hey y'all, welcome to Grnpa. Alright. So I forgot I stopped at the bank. So from the bank to B's house, 193 watt hours per mile. Wow. Now, it's a big downhill coming off of 2222 on to 620 going south. So that's part of it, but that's an astounding number. Okay, what are 31 miles, 250 watt hours per mile. So the Highland Lake Boulevard stop sign, FSD did reach over and grab it. What's interesting, so I caught the left turn signal that pops on. It said it's turn on Loman Ford. We're not near Loman Ford yet. It's a mile and a half away, or not that far, but it's a ways away yet. Okay, whatever. That's what turn signal is. So I guess he's storing that when you come to a stop, you go and turn left, and that stop sign reaches out and grabs him and surprises him. I don't know why. I've been by it a whole bunch of times. If you're learning about it, you would learn. Okay, whatever. Peace and harmony. Let's move on. Yes and no. The Tesla magical traffic lights. The car did slow down, but it never popped up the sign. And since I wasn't wanting to wait, I just put my foot on the accelerator, kept going. After that was fine. Okay, so everything else rolls fine until we get to Anderson Mill Road. And for some reason, just north of the quarry there, it slows down 11 miles an hour. It doesn't change the speed limit indication. Now, I do recall one day I came through there was a drum that was sticking out kind of far into the lane, and the car didn't like it one bit. But that barrel's not out in the middle of the lane right now, so I don't know what he's reacting to. Whatever. There was no cars for a while, but then there was a car coming up, and I'm getting tired of this dude. It's stupid. There's no reason to slow down there, but Tesla would rather get in an accident, right? I'm sure that's why Elon's doing this. Okay, come on, be safer. Okay, whatever. FSD off, message sent. I don't feel like going 11 miles in a 40 zone. Okay. I don't know what they're supposed to do with it. I mean, since it's supposed to be machine learning, there shouldn't be any control code that says at this spot in the road, slow down 11 miles an hour. But I accelerated up a little bit to try to go past it, and when I let my foot off the accelerator again, it was slowing back down. Okay, brake on, FSD off. So I re-invoked FSD a little bit further down the road, and it went through all the construction barrels except for that one spot where it goes 11 miles an hour just fine. No problems. Now, the car that was coming up on me, and they came up for me, what, half a mile back? More than that, maybe. I don't remember exactly. No, it's about half a mile. But whatever, they came. So once they passed me, they made sure they passed me. Once they passed me, it's like, well, why'd we pass him if he's really going faster? Well, yeah. Thanks, FSD. All right, so I really don't like going down FM 620. I'd rather go down the back way. So when it came time to turn right, brake on, FSD off, turn right. Now, once you're on the road for a little ways, navigation knows what you're up to, at least to some extent, and so FSD back on. Couple of those curves, man, he slowed. I mean, the speed limit's 45. He's slowing down to 30 miles an hour, some of those curves. Oh my goodness. I don't know why. Yeah, some are a little bit dangerous, but I mean, it's whatever. Peace Army. Let's move on. Okay, like I said, I'm going to the bank, so Coming up to the intersection with 620, brake on, FSD off, drive up to the bank. Coming out of the bank, there was a Subaru of all things. I mean, these people are supposed to be driving safer cars. They want to be safe. Oh, what is it? Oh, they like adventure. Yeah, it's adventure to cross multiple lanes. Anyway, so there's 2 lanes turning left. He was in the outside of those 2 lanes, and he wants to come to the inside, so he's crossing over. Except, oh, what's that? He's not going down the Steiner Ranch. He's going to the gas station. So being in the outside of those 2 lanes would have worked just fine for him. It would have been more safe. But no, I'm guessing he was desperate to get gas in his car. Probably accelerated hard too, just to burn up more gas. Right? I mean, that's what people do. Oh, I'm rushed. I have to get out of the way. I have to go fast. You know, if you run out of gas, you need to drive more measured, more patient. Okay, whatever. Peace and harmony. Anyway, FSD is on. FSD reflected that car as blue, indicating it was a danger zone or a dangerous target. And it took a while for the car to accelerate because he's like, get away from me, get away from me. Okay, whatever. I don't blame him. What an idiot. So the shortcut out to 620 has two left turn lanes. FSD picks to be in the outside lane. I'm not sure why. So a van rolls up in the inside lane, and that van is not really beating me, but he's going just fast enough that I can't get over. And then eventually he kind of backs off, and then this Nissan thing came by. And wow. You know, this is not an FSD thing, but when you're driving dangerously, I mean, I get it. You're road raging. You're not thinking. You might want to think about what it costs to fix a car if you hit it. And you might want to think about what happens to your insurance if you decide to hit a Tesla and break off the rear corner. Whoops. Yeah, that's not going to work out too well. Anyway, peace and harmony, we'll move on. So we make it on 620. At first, he's accelerating really slow. For some reason, he didn't pick up the speed limit change. He's still stuck in 40-mile-per-hour zone. So I hit the scroll wheel, get going, and eventually we pass another sign that tells him where he is. Okay, coming up on the Quinlan Park exit. It's so, like I said before, it's the left turn lane is really long, and it has solid white lines except for the spot where you're supposed to go into it. And there's a car right in front of us. He's going in there. FSD gives no clue he knows what's going on. Okay, break off. I sent him a nice sarcastic message saying, hey, I would like to go to Quinlan Park Road today. You know, just a thought. I mean, since that's what navigation says we're going to do, why should I have to tell him that? Okay, whatever. Peace and harmony. Let's get to work. Well, I gotta admit that's curious. So when I went back and checked the autopilot settings, it had me set to chill as opposed to average. Last time I set it, I had set it to average. So whatever. Anyway, 29 miles, 48 minutes, 290 watt hours per mile. And so it's been coming down since, well, somewhere west of Jonestown it's coming down. Anyway, there you go. So, coming out of Steiner Ranch, yeah, I got it set on autopilot. Oh, I guess I should say before I even get there. So, we went down to the pool, and coming back from the pool, I ran on FSD. That was pretty good, other than FSD doesn't know to stop for the gate. And so I need to stop for the gate and put in the code, but whatever. that's just the typical silliness of that kind of thing. Okay, whatever. So coming out of Steiner Ranch, everything's going good. At the green light at 4 Points intersection, the car is slowing down for some reason. What's that? I have no idea why you slow down 35 miles an hour for a green light, especially when the speed limit's 55 and there's cars all around you. Whatever. It's FSD. Let's see. So as we're driving up the road, I end up on the inside lane, which in this case I prefer to be in because I'm going to make a left turn eventually. Oh, this is pretty far away, I'll admit that. So FSD decided that we need to move out of the passing lane. I didn't see that message, but I mean, I know he popped up message. I'm guessing that's what he said was, well, we need to move out of the passing lane. And as soon as we did, I mean, one car had already gone by on the right. It's one of those boom, 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 boom. And then you come up to the next traffic light and there are like 1, 2 cars in front of you. Right? It's one of those people. But so as soon as we moved to the right, 2 cars went by. Okay. Then after a little bit, then FST said, "Oh, I need to move to the left lane for for a route." So okay, all right, fine, whatever, cool. So as we approach Anderson Mill, the Anderson Mill turnout, left turn, it's pretty obvious that FSD doesn't have a clue here. I mean, he doesn't have a clue on Quinlan Park Road, so why should he have a clue here? I mean, but he does have a clue when coming in Lago Vista for Loman Ford. Although if he chose to get into it later, he could. It doesn't have a line saying no entry. That's part of the difference here. Is coming up to Anderson Mill Lane, you have to be in that left turn lane. You can't cross that into it at the light. Okay, whatever. Brakes, FSD off. Move over. Turn FSD back on. I mean, everything else is fine. He just doesn't have a clue how to get in that left turn. Okay, whatever. Just so we make the left turn, everything's going fine. We're in the inside lane, which is interesting. Because was it just yesterday? No, but the other day he was just saying, "Oh, I have to go in the outside of the turn lanes." Really? Why? It's not legal. It's not proper. Whatever. Although a lot of people do it, right? So, whatever. Peace and harmony. Anyway, so we're going down the road. That's fine. There was a car that started crowding me a little bit. I mean, I can't go to the right, so no choice. But it turns out he was turning left to go to Valente. So okay, fine, cool. Coming up on Steiner Ranch, there's a lane that opens up to the left, and there's a car that goes into that left lane. Now that left lane will be collapsed back into our lane, and so it's kind of like FSC's not really accelerating fast, but then neither is this car that for some reason got in that lane. I don't know, maybe he's going to go left. Possibility. I mean, it's possible. Anyway, whatever. Would I have I accelerated as slow as FSD? No. I would have taken off from that point and made sure I let him know he wasn't going to cut me off. Whatever. Peace and harmony. So we go through, I think we go through all the drums where it's just one lane. So coming out of the 1 lane to 2 lanes, I turn on my right turn signal to indicate I want to shift to the outside lane. I don't know what FSD thought I was saying, but the response was to turn more right. What's to the right? It's a curb and then a fence and some woods. Why would I go that way, FSD? Oh no, but that's what you told me. So it must be California Road Rager Day. Okie dokie. Okay, whatever. Break FSD off. Get straightened out. Going straight down the road again. Don't know why we weren't going straight down the road. I don't know. It was weird. But whatever. Peace and harmony. Let's see, FSD back on. Oh, guess what? We're in that 30 mile per hour zone, whatever it is. 20. I never remember. Okay, dial up the wheel. Let's keep going. As we start approaching the point where the inside lane is going to be pushed into the outside lane, we're already in the outside lane. FSD signals that it wants to switch to the left. Why? And I've said this before. He's done it before. It's California Road Rager Day at this point. Has to be. I don't even know why. There are times you need road rager, yes. Sometimes you need the car to be aggressive. But when you're in relatively slow traffic and all the traffic is cooperating, you're just the one being the jerk. Thank you, FSD. Thank you, Elon. You don't need that. You just need to stay in the outside lane and just keep moving. Okay, so he can't handle that, and he started acting weird, so I braked FSD off. Right? You know it's coming next, right? If he's going to try to go to the inside lane and then have to go to the outside lane again because the inside lane goes away, that means he's going to turn to the quarry. I can guarantee it. He's going to go into the quarry. Anyway. So I don't get FSD back on. At least I don't think I do. Do I? Anyway, whatever. If I had FSD on, then I brake because I wanted to stay in the outside lane when I turned left onto 1431. That's possible. Maybe I did, but I don't remember that part. There's just other stuff that it's one of those days. No. Did FSD do anything dangerously deadly? No. It didn't. It's just the stupid boneheaded stuff where, well, what do you mean I have to get in left turn lane to turn left? Can't I just turn left at the traffic light? No. That's not legal. And it's not safe. Come on. Okay, whatever. Peace and Army. So we're in 1431. FSD back on. All of 1431 is going pretty smooth. Right up until the west end of Jonestown, I come across the Camry. Now this is not FSD's fault. He's going kind of slow, and I'm not really sure why he's going kind of slow. But when I look back to see if I can go left, well, there's a truck coming up, and he's going up too fast. All right, so whatever. So I wait for that truck to go by. When the truck does go by, there's room to go left. It turns out Mr. Camry is turning right at the top of the hill. I mean, I've seen mailboxes there, but I never thought anybody lived on a road there. Kind of surprised me. Anyway, so I thought maybe he was going to turn Deer Run, which is a place that people go sometimes. But whatever, peace and harmony. So after Mr. Camry leaves, then we're at the top of the hill. It's 55 zone, so I dial up 55, and we get going. Coming up to the traffic light, the magical Tesla traffic light. The car does indeed slow down. There's a pickup coming up on my inside. He was like half a mile back. By the time Tesla figures out that there's not a stop light to stop at, that truck is already passing me. Yes. How is this safer? Elon, you're going to have to tell me how this is safer. Then again, to be fair to Elon, Elon was on X, or Twitter if you prefer. Although it's called X, right? Saying that, oh yeah, next week we're going to release 11.4.7 or something like that. So, who knows? Maybe they'll actually come out with something more useful. Although it almost sounds like they'll have to relearn how to do everything again. That doesn't sound very exciting, but I mean that's the nature of this game. Now we'll see what happens. Anyway, so let me be cautiously optimistic that maybe we figure out how to get something done here. But in the meantime, where are we? We just passed the magical traffic light. Mr. White Pickup is not quite sure how fast he's going to go. So going uphill, I'm going by him. Right? So that means he pays for gas. Going downhill, he's going a little bit faster than me. So he goes ahead of me. Okay. So in the spot where FSD normally would get over to the inside lane to get ready for the turn on low and forward, where FSD is matching speed with this white pickup. Oh, come on, man. You can't merge left if there's a truck there. That's one of the basic rules. So whatever. I turned the scroll wheel down a couple of miles per hour. just to get some distance. Did I? I don't know. I don't remember if I had turn left turn signal. Because I think at this point FSD's kind of lost track of what he was supposed to be doing, what he was supposed to have already done. I don't know how I could lose track of that, but anyway, whatever. So on low and forward, we got a red light, red arrow. So once the cars start going, we go with the cars, and we make it just fine. We're turned on the inside lane. After a while, California Road Ranger, I don't know if he's the one that grabbed it at that time, but he decides we're going to go to the outside lane. At this point, I'm willing to allow him to do what he wants to do to prove how stupid he is. Alright, so sure enough, we're going by through traffic, must merge left. Right lane must turn right. Last warning before the solid white line, right lane must turn right. Did any of that register? Not one bit. Alright, so California Road Ranger wins again. This is one of the reasons why I hate FSD. Okay, so guess what? Now, at the very last moment, I think the car realized, or FSD realized, we're not going the direction we're supposed to be going in. Well, what are we doing here, guys? We're in the spot where you have to turn right. It's too late to say, oh, oops, let me turn my left turn signal and go left. I've talked about this so many times already. No, 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 no. We're going to follow the law. We're going to do it legal. Because you guys don't get the ticket, do you? Now, if Elon could work it out with Lago Vista PD, where he'll take responsibility for the ticket for every time California Road Ranger does something absolutely stupid, I'm okay with that. What's that? Yeah, he's not doing it, is he? It's one thing to talk big. That's another thing to back it up with your actions, right? But if he did it for me, he'd have to do it for hundreds of thousands of people. Yes, I think, what was there, 30-some thousand? Or was it 300? I forgot how many. It was over 100,000 people who have FSD. Now, I can tell you, some people who have FSD, they turned it on once, got scared, and they're never doing it again. And I don't blame one bit. This software should not be in the hands of anybody who's not comfortable with it. Okay, whatever. All right, so thanks, Tesla. We're going to take the Dawn to Travis Drive detour to get onto Loman Ford. What's that? Yes, we're just now leaving Loman Ford, and we're going to take a detour to get back on it. Absolutely stupid. Okay, whatever. Peace and harmony. FSD back on. So turning onto Boggy Ford. A little bit into the dip, but it's fine. It's okay. Oh no, wait. I'm sorry. Wrong day. Back up. No, the light's red when we roll up. And just when you think it's clear to turn right, because right turn red, right? There's a pickup that comes up on the left. Now it turns out he probably had a yellow light. But anyway, he was coming up. I still had red, so it wasn't clear for me to go. So I braked. FSD off. No, let's make sure that we're not going to run into this pickup. I get. You want to get home. You want to chill out in the garage. Or oh man, it's hot in there. Anyway, whatever. Peace and harmony. So anyway, FSD off. Get down the road. Managed to get FSD back on. So we're rolling again with FSD. Now, as usual, FSD interprets the navigation data as, oh, you have to signal right when you're going straight down Boggy Ford. Now, don't get me wrong. If you're going left, you have to turn on your left turn signal to get on Highland Lake Boulevard. But when you're going on Boggy Ford, you're just continuing on the road. Whatever. Somebody somewhere in the training of FSD, they would always turn on the right turn signal when they're going straight. I don't know. I don't have a clue. Okay, whatever. Yes, the Tesla magical speed zone was there. I was a little bit slow in scrolling it up, but it was okay. So from this point on, everything's going good. Left turn onto American. Was it perfect? No, but it was decent. The left turn on Santa Rosa was okay. I mean, same old silliness where the yellow lines come up too far, blocking part of the turn. So FSD tries to go around it. But anyway, that part's okay. So let's see. I had a problem with turning. I had several California road rager moments on the west end of Andersonville Road. And everything else was pretty good. Yesterday's score, or the previous score, was an A. So I don't want to go too drastic, but no, parts of this was not great. So, with that said, why do you say we go for a C? No? Too rude? Okay, B minus. I'll give you a B minus for today. I mean, like I've always said, most of the time, he's doing good, he's doing good, and that's most of the time. Most of the time, he handles it well. And his demonstration lately of choosing to be in the left lane or right lane makes sense. Although I did find I was in chill mode today, which would surprise me. Well, I mean, why did I shift modes? I wasn't average. But whatever, peace and harmony. So anyway, what I say is I said B minus. Okay, there you go. FSD is not for a faint of heart, but FSD is actually pretty good. Okay, later.